Hello and welcome to Friday Night Arcade. My name is Aaron, and this week we're taking a look at one of the first football games ever released on the Sega Genesis, Cyberball. Thanks to Zachary M. for suggesting this one. Cyberball takes place in the gritty, futuristic year of 2022. Hey, wait a minute. So the backstory here is that in the year 2006, a pro football player was found to have an illegal bionic implant, giving him a significant advantage in the game. And he was subsequently banned from the sport. More players with more implants were discovered, and a random bionic testing program was implemented, further uncovering even more players that were cheating. Between all of the players cheating and the ridiculously high salary demands, as well as serious injuries to football players, the football commissioner finally said that's enough! So he replaced all of the players with robots and replaced the football with a 350-pound ticking time bomb. That'll show them. Don't worry, the manual says there's an invisible force field around the field to protect the fans of the stadiums. See, now that's the attention to detail that's lacking in games today. Okay, so here's Cyberball on Sega Genesis. If you've played just about any football game, you can get the gist of it here. Pick your offensive or defensive plays, run, pass, or option. It's pretty straightforward, and although there's only a handful of plays to select at any given time, there are quite a few plays in total that cycle through your playbook throughout the game. The rules have a bit of a twist to them, though. Like I said before, they replaced the ball with a 350-pound ticking time bomb. You've got 4 downs to get it across the 50-yard line, or as the manual calls it, the diffuser line, and then 4 more downs to get it into the end zone. If you fail to get it across the diffuser line in time, the ball explodes, taking out your robot in the process. There's even a little custodian droid that comes out and sweeps up the mess. I gotta be honest, this sounds way better than the actual NFL. Why isn't this really a thing? The future sucks. Play control is a little wonky at times. When you pass the ball, you immediately take control of the receiver, which can lead to a lot of drop passes until you get the hang of it. I'll be honest, I was really terrible at this game for the most part, but it was still fun to mess around with, and I could see the inspiration for later satirical sports games such as Mutant League Football. Looking at this game now, it might not be one you would necessarily go out of your way to play if you've never played it before, but still, I could totally see this being a ton of fun if it was 1990 and you had some friends over. Yeah, the graphics are pretty basic. Yeah, the controls are a little stiff. Yeah, Mutant League Football probably did this a lot better. But come on, it's robots playing football. Actually, the detail on the robots is pretty cool, and the sound effects, although somewhat primitive, are neat. I especially like the ticking time bomb effect. For every down, the bomb's status changes from cool to warm to hot. The ticking gets faster and faster, letting you know you're close to the bomb blowing up, and it really adds to the tension. They also put in a league mode with a password system so you could play out a full season or just play in versus mode against a friend. Also, when you do certain things in the game like score a touchdown, you get money to spend on upgrading your robots, so there's some replay value to this as well. This is just a pretty cool game for its time. So, it turns out Cyberball was actually a port of an arcade game. There were several ports of this game, including on the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, and the NES. Now, the arcade version is something to behold. The cabinet came in a 2-player variant that actually let players play against each other but on separate screens. So each player would be seeing the game from their own team's view. It had duplicate processors so that it could run 2 instances of the game simultaneously. Now that's pretty freaking sweet. I never did see this in the arcades when I was a kid, but what about you? Did you play this one in the arcades or on any of the home systems? As always, thank you for watching. Please don't text and drive, and I'll see you next time on Friday Night Arcade.